Hello and welcome back to, oh my god, the first episode of season 4 of Unboxing Women.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I was waiting for the woos.
Back. Yes, yeah. Sorry, I was doing sound effects.
That's the, yeah, see, she was on sound effects, she already messed up. Season 4, episode 1, already messed up. All right, so let me just tell you what we do, right? Welcome back to this shit show. So this isn't...
But it's our shit show.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. This is a podcast for everybody who's just tuning in and is new, where we explore why women in business are often called such a bitch. So, yeah. My name is Maika Rose, and with me is my friend Donna Rex, and we are both independent recording artists and singer-songwriters based in Europe. And so you can tell the woos, they were professionally done.
Yes.
See?
Woohoo!
Yeah. You can listen to us on our YouTube channel and on your favorite podcast platform. So whichever one you're on today, just give us a big follow. And yeah, let's jump right into it.
Yes, so, let us jump. I'm so excited. Season 4. Oh my goodness, season 4.
I know, it's insane.
It's like we started yesterday. It was really weird. I mean, yeah, season 4. So what are we talking about today, though?
Oh, what we're going to talk about... Oh, first off, we wanted to give a big shout out to Britney Spears. And just because we did an episode on her last season and the situation has changed and she is now free!
Woo! Again, with the woos.
Yeah,
so,
with the
yes,
woos.
Britney is free. Congratulations, Britney. And
yes, congratulations.
Yeah, I think it's really good because if you haven't heard our episode of last season about Free Britney, so there was this whole movement where Britney was, well, she wasn't free. Her dad was actually controlling her every move. And if you want to know more about that, you can go back to our season 3. I will put the link in the show notes so you can have a listen to that episode and see what was going on. And now Britney Spears, she's a lot happier. You know, she's been freed. She can finally decide and do what she wants with her money and with her body and with her Instagram. So with her career, she's having the time of her life. So yeah, we're very happy for her.
We're so happy for you. So Britney, if you ever listen to this, I will die. But not because I'm a fangirl, just because that would be so crazy.
That's a great segue into what we're talking about today, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Because we were going to talk about fangirling. So,
well, explain to me.
We have discussed this topic. Yeah,
we have.
Go ahead.
But I just want to know. Explain to me what it means to you, because I'm not really familiar with that word.
Right.
Because I would say, well, if you're a fan, you're a fan, and but yeah, I can see why there might be gender differences. But yeah, what's the definition?
Well, there is a difference between being a fan and a fangirl, I think. But I think those have moved closer together as the years go by. I would say a fan is somebody who really likes and enjoys your music and or whatever it is you do, and they go to a lot of your shows and they're just really, really enthusiastic about what you do and what you create. And a fangirl has historically been seen as those crazy chicks, and if you can't see me, I am putting parentheses around them. What is that called? Air quotes?
Air quotes.
Yeah. So I am putting air quotes around that. And they're these crazy girls that just kind of scream and shout and are so obsessed with them, and they want to marry these people, and they just kind of go crazy and scream, and it was kind of like, it kind of feels like the next generation of the hysteria movement. You know how when back in the day women were diagnosed with hysteria and they then went to doctors to be basically they would be what's it called?
Dehysterialized.
No, they would be given massages to their intimate areas.
Oh yeah, right. What the fuck?
So that's actually how the vibrator was invented as well. So I think that's a segue, because like whenever women had any sort of emotion, it was, oh my god, it's so much. And I think that's how the fangirling kind of started, because I think it was around the Beatles time where
Yeah, that was
girls would just go
crazy.
crazy.
Okay, so that's a fangirl. I see.
Yeah,
Because I was kind of thinking, well, don't you mean a groupie? But that's something else. That's something
no, that's
else.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. So fangirling, and you would
Mhm.
always tell me, like, since we started the pod, I don't fangirl.
Yeah.
Why
I
not?
don't.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't. The thing is, I never used to. I still don't really go to concerts. I wasn't allowed to when I was growing up, and then later on, I went to maybe one or two concerts. I think I've been definitely been to less than 10 concerts in my entire life, unless you count like small pub gigs, which I would just say are gigs and not concerts, like
You can't really
actual big stage.
fangirl, yeah, at a pub
Yeah, exactly.
thing
So I
where,
haven't I
yeah,
haven't really been to a lot of concerts,
unless
which
it's Ed
is quite
Sheeran.
astonishing.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine seeing?
well,
Okay, scenario. What if you
mhm.
would go to a pub tomorrow and Ed Sheeran would show up to play a song? What would your reaction be? I'm not saying what would your reaction, what would you want your reaction to be? I would say, what would it actually be?
Well, I would probably be really flustered and like make a fool of myself. But I don't think I'd necessarily scream.
Okay.
Like I don't think that's necessarily me. I would probably be like, oh my god, did you see? Is that really Ed Sheeran? Oh my god, I can't believe it's Ed Sheeran. Oh my god, that would probably be me. Um, and then like, oh my god, he's right there.
Selfie.
Touch him, yeah. Or like, oh my god, is he gonna sing? Is he gonna do? Oh my god, what's gonna happen?
And you're
So
saying you don't
yes, there
fangirl.
would be a lot of kind of that happening, but at the same time, I don't know. I think we came across this topic recently, really, because I was talking about how I think I am more fanning now. I don't think that's a word, like fangirling, being a fan, because I really like Lewis Capaldi and Ben Platt, and like in that direction. And I just think they're pretty amazing. Like they're insane singers, and I really do listen to their music. This is the thing. I listen to their music on a regular basis, and so I feel like I've become more of a fan, and I would want to meet them, not just go to a concert. I would want to meet them. So I think there may be the difference. Like you go to a concert to people where you love the music, but you want to meet people that actually you're like maybe fangirling over, because you're just like, oh my god, these people are so amazing. And now I'm completely outing myself. Well, honestly, if they ever watch this, which I'm hoping you don't, but if you ever do,
yes, we are hoping we do.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
I don't think
I will try to be a normal person if I ever do meet you.
I think they're used to that, and
yeah.
I think that's a great distinction that you're making. I mean, are you just a fan and like, oh, we're gonna go to the concert, or are you like gonna get the VIP experience and do a meet and greet before or after the show or stuff like that? I think that is definitely in the category fangirl. But then why girl? Is it just because we have a vagina? Because
no,
they don't say
scream.
fanboys. Yeah, but they don't say fanboys.
Yeah.
Those are just fans. So, I mean, and they can scream. They can scream really loud.
Yeah.
So I'm not really, I don't know.
I mean,
Again,
people have abused this
calling
with
us names.
K-pop fans as well, and boy band fans. So you see how many boy bands there were.
It's like the Beatles syndrome.
The Beatles started that. I'm pretty sure the Beatles started that, and then was like the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and One Direction, whatever
and
else
then BTS.
in between, and exactly, then BTS and all these other K-pop groups.
Thingamajig. It's a German band. The guys from Monsoon. What's their name?
Oh yeah, Tokyo Hotel.
Hotel. That was a whole era.
That was a whole
as well.
thing. Yeah. Everybody in school said they hated Tokyo Hotel, and anybody who listened to Tokyo Hotel was like stupid, and everybody knew the songs except for me. Again.
I
I did
don't
not know
even
these songs.
believe you.
No, I literally, I knew them at some point because, or I knew one of them at some point because people kept singing it. They kept
You
going,
can't
"Es geht durch
not.
den Monsun."
Oh yeah, you guys have the German version.
Um,
There's an English
yeah,
version.
of course. Really? Oh my God.
Yeah. There's an English version.
I shudder to think that they spread that any further. But, however, it just, I think people started doing boy bands, and like especially managers and people in the music industry, executives, they started actually putting people together, because that's what happened with One Direction as well. They were like, oh yeah, you separately are all kind of good, but and then if you put it together, oh my God, you'd be so great, blah blah blah. And then they did this whole One Direction thing, and girls went mad, because it's like you don't just get to watch one pretty boy, you get to watch five. So I don't know if that's the distinction, or I think also for a long time girls weren't a something that people thought about as a music consumer. I think for a long time it wasn't something that they could catch young girls with. And then once this boy band stuff happened, they realized, oh my God, they have such a market power, because they will go to each concert. They will get all the like posters and T-shirts and whatever. They will get all the merch, and they just have, they don't have their own money yet, but they have their parents' money because it's baby boomer girls and stuff like that. And then it just kind of, they realize that they really have something to market to.
That also makes me think about Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson had a fair amount of just fainting girls in the front row, just because it was so awesome that he was in front of them. And yeah, it's like a phenomenon, isn't it?
It really is, yeah.
But then again, I mean, was everybody pressing forward so hard to be in the front row, and were they fainting because they were like kind of pushed against the barrier too much and couldn't breathe?
Maybe.
and also in awe, obviously, but like a couple of things happening at the same time? Or was it really just, but I do think that for some people it was just so, you're just so in awe that you just stop functioning, basically, because here's this person in real life in front of you. And
the thing is, though, men are still called fans and women are called fangirls.
Yeah, it kind of annoys
like, why?
me. It annoys me.
Where's the distinction?
Well, honestly, they always want to make a distinction for us, don't they? And like use a feminine word in the word itself. So they make the point, oh, but it's a fangirl. And so immediately the respect for said person goes down because they're hysterical literally. Or they're So I don't know. It's like
it's I think it probably did originate from, and I mean, I need to look this up, but I can imagine that it originated from it just being a new market share. So they had to give it a new name because it was such a specific target audience that they needed to give it a name. But I also think it probably was news outlets, with the majority of journalists back then being men, just seeing crazy women and then like just shoving them in a category and putting the male view on it and just creating this image in that way.
I just looked it up actually on Google, and it says behave in an obsessive or overexcited way, and it is of a female fan specifically. So let's have a look if they have fanboying. Okay, let's have a look. Is that a fangirl is a female fan who is obsessive about a particular subject, especially someone or something in popular entertainment media, while fanboy is a male fan who is obsessive about a particular subject. Okay, so it's the same. It's the same, but they...
Yeah, it's not used.
It's not used.
People don't use it.
No. Is fanboying a thing, says Google. Oh, it says it's an insult. It's often an unfair and out of context accusation. All right, so fanboy is an accusation?
Men, it's an insult, and when you put it to girls, it's not an insult?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it says. So more often than not, it says, it is used in arguments between
misogynist to me.
two or more people as a way to disregard a person's point of view. To many, casting someone off as a fanboy is far easier than attempting to understand an opposing viewpoint.
I don't think I know anybody who would call themselves a fangirl, to be honest. I think there probably are people who will, but we would just say that we really like some artist or band and we're fans or we're super fans, but
Yeah.
we're not fangirls.
No, I wouldn't use that.
Degrading.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't use that word either. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's true. And why is it degrading though? On the other side, why?
Because they used it to degrade and dehumanize girls.
Yeah.
Because they used it to be like, oh, well, you know, she's acting that way because she's a fangirl. You know, she's not normal. She doesn't act in a normal way. This is not normal for a human to act, and this is not okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's degrading. It just is.
It is, and that's exactly where I'm trying to get at, because it is internalized misogyny if every time they put a female word in the word, like girl or woman or, you know, or like, I don't know, you have the ones that we said as well, like insults, like don't be a pussy or stuff like that. So anything female connotated in the word, then you feel it is degrading. And we also use it that way, you know, and so that's just so internalized misogyny that everybody is carrying around with them all the time, and we don't even realize it.
Yeah. It's absolutely true.
It's horrible. People, don't internalize it. We need to talk about that shit.
It's more like we need to start unlearning these things.
Yeah.
And unlearning things means we need to be actively thinking about and talking about these things.
Yeah.
I actually have a couple of friends, more recent friends that I talk to, and I noticed that they have internalized misogyny, and it's actually quite not hard, but hard to navigate talking to them and trying to show them a different point of view without coming across as that feminazi that just kind of says, no, but that's wrong and you shouldn't think that way. And then just being like, oh, just take it easy, you know, it's not that bad and blah, blah, blah. And you can just laugh it off. I'm just like, that's internalized misogyny.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. Like, yes, obviously I don't jump at every misogynist comment because it's a lot of the times it's not worth my pride. No, that's the wrong thing to say. A lot of the times it's just simply not worth it because they're just dicks and I'm never going to see them again.
Yeah, you know? No. But I mean,
if they're doing something outright stupid and sexist, I will call them out on it. But in general, just if it's people that you know and people that you have to work with, and this happens on like a daily basis or like a weekly basis, it's not okay. If we come back to fangirling just a second, because like we were talking about this for ages about how I say I don't fangirl and I don't feel that I just think I never felt a connection with a singer or an artist in the way that I have in the recent year. So like I feel a connection with the songwriting. It just resonates with me from a couple of artists now. And I'm finally starting to understand why people get so obsessed. Like, I hope I'm not obsessed, but at the same time, it isn't a bad thing to be obsessed with somebody's art. You know, it's actually such high praise. And it just shows that they are really doing something that's resonating with you on a deeper level.
Absolutely.
And I don't know, it's starting now. I would not call myself a fangirl because, again, I hate that term. I am a fan. I am a big fan now. But I am not and will never be a fangirl.
So we are ending on the note that Maika will not scream for you. Lewis, if you're watching this...
Yeah, I might scream.
She's not going to scream, okay? Let's just make that clear. Well, everyone, that's all for today. Thank you for tuning into Unboxing Women. Be sure to connect with us on our socials, which you can find in the show notes. Send us a DM or let us know your story with the hashtag #SuchABitch. Don't forget to support your favorite artists through merch or donations. And my name is Dana Rex, and I've been chatting with Maika Rose. Tune in to another episode of Unboxing Women next week. See you then. Bye.
Bye.